Rural China. In a village near Xi'an, peasants started to dig a new well. On the 29th of March 1974, they made a discovery of terracotta figures in their well shaft. Experts were called and began extensive excavations. As hundreds of figures were exposed, the archaeologists realised that the fabled mausoleum of China's first emperor had been rediscovered. This was his army of terracotta warriors and horses. The first emperor of China was Qin Shi Huang. Little is known about the emperor's early life, but at the age of 13 in 247 BC, he became king of Qin. With a combination of cunning diplomacy and military campaigns, he unified all the surrounding kingdoms and established his northern border with a great wall. Soldiers who looked like this had conquered all his enemies and now guarded the great northern wall. For the first time, China was united, and by improving the road system and standardizing the written language and coinage, the economy thrived. Qin Shi Huang had always feared death. He commissioned several fruitless expeditions to find the fabled medicine to give immortality, but he also sent out orders for workmen to build his underground mausoleum for the afterlife, near Xi'an. Plans were drawn and the work commenced. The construction was completed under the watchful eyes of the emperor and his faithful bodyguard. The tomb was to be a palace for the afterlife. Some of the precious objects buried with him have been uncovered, including 2 life-size bronze chariots and their horses. But who would guard the emperor in the afterlife? Orders were issued for the manufacture of an army of terracotta statues that would be arranged in tunnels outside the emperor's tomb. This was no token force. It is currently estimated that there were about 8,000 figures of soldiers and horses. They accurately represent a Chinese army of the period, with archers, light infantry, heavy infantry, war chariots and cavalry assembled in a defensive formation. A separate vault contains headquarters staff, with an honour guard and chariot for the commanding general. Each soldier is unique. Items of clothing, armour and facial features vary, and they represent troops from all parts of the Chinese Empire. They have waited patiently for over 2,200 years. Damage was done when their weapons were stolen soon after entombment, and more damage from fires and collapse of the tunnels. Chinese archaeologists have worked since 1974 to recover more of the army. The modern visitor arrives through a park to find halls built over the vaults containing the Terracotta Army. There is still much restoration work to be done, and better techniques are sought to preserve the bright colours which originally decorated the statues. The site museum houses many prize exhibits, but tales of Mercury rivers and booby traps make archaeologists reluctant to excavate the emperor's tomb. Next door to the museum is a modern army camp. Are some of those faces familiar?